Okay, we are recording now. So we are going to create a new opportunity. I'm going to share my screen. And right now, you should be able to see my desktop, not my desktop, but my login screen for Command. And on the side, I'm going to go to the two-hand shaking. That's our opportunities button. I'm going to click on that. Now, before you can create an opportunity, you're going to have a contact inside of your system. So you want to go back to reference the videos on how to create a contact to make sure they're in here. You can create an opportunity directly from that contact creation, but as far as I've seen, we haven't been able, well, maybe. We'll see in a second here if I can create a contact, but I don't think we can yet from inside of an opportunity. So here is the opportunities dashboard. You're going to see 3 different pipelines: listings, buyers, and leases. Today we're just going to stick with the listings pipeline for experimentation and showing purposes. I'm going to click on first create an opportunity. And once I click create opportunity, it's going to say market center, listing opportunity type. I'm going to fill all of the information that I can, especially if there's a red star, which means it's required. So my market center is in Inglewood. If you're in Lakewood Ranch, it's most likely Lakewood Ranch. If you're in multiple market centers, make sure that you are in the correct market center at the time of that creation. Opportunity type is going to be a listing, but I can change it to a buyer, landlord, or tenant type. I'm going to keep it in listing. I am the owner of this opportunity. If you're on a team, this is going to be your rainmaker usually. Client. So yep, I cannot create a client, but I need to type in their name. I'm going to type my name in because we put that in last time. Oops. So Blake Woodbold. I don't have a co-seller, so I wouldn't put that in, but you need that co-seller to also have a contact card in there. That's where those relationships come in. My opportunity name, it does automatically create a name, but I'm going to change this to an address instead. (123) Main Street. So this opportunity name is basically, it's going to come down to how you like to have things organized. If you like it by name, you can have it by name. If you have it by address, I find it by address easier. Custom tags, this is also an organizational tool that you can use. I use it for what type of listing it is. So if I wanted to look it up, I could. I'm going to say this is a luxury listing because I dream of living in luxury. I don't have an estimated close date yet because this is a brand new opportunity. My estimated listing price, I'm going to say $1 million because we're in luxury. My commission rate, which is my half, I'm going to say 3, but everything is negotiable. My opportunity phase, I'm going to start at the very beginning, which is cultivate. And then my opportunity stage is, this is a potential seller. So I just met them and they said, oh, I'm thinking about selling my home. So we're perfect. I can create that there. A common question we get is, when do we create an opportunity? And that's going to decide upon you. You can create an opportunity as soon as you met someone and they said that, oh, I have some inkling of either buying or selling my home, or you can have you can create an opportunity once they said, yes, I'm ready to list. It's all up to you on when you want to create one. Excuse me. And I'm going to click create. And then it takes me into my dashboard for that opportunity. This is to the extent of what we're going through today for this part. I'm going to go back into my sales pipeline listing cultivate. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to click on listings, or on cultivate under listings. And you'll see our new 123 Main Street opportunity. And you'll see down here, there's a little box. These are checklists. A checklist right now, these 3 will show up in any new opportunity that you put in here.
Yeah, you come over here to kiss me, I'll be on the screen.
If I want to add a specific item for this opportunity, I'm going to click add item, and I can add in, let's say, some pop by, pop over. And this is just that one I added for here is specifically going to go to my listing. If I want to edit it for all of them, I'm going to go up into edit stages up the top, right next to create an opportunity. I'm going to click on that. And in here, you can see that I can change stages. I can move them around. So my first one is potential seller. Yours will probably not say potential seller because I added that in there. If I wanted to move it, I can move it around. It'll become the second box in that list we had earlier and move that back up there. I can edit the name of it by going over to the pencil over here. So I could change potential seller into coffee command and probability. So probability is the probability that this deal is going to go through to the very end. So I have 5% in there. And you can see I have 80% probability of ready to sell within 30 days. So that to me means they've already chosen me, we're ready to go, 80% that this is going to happen. If I want to delete one of these, I can delete it by pushing the trash can. I can add a new stage. Copy and command. My probability, I'm going to give it 100. And my position is going to be last. I can add checklist items in right here. 2 and at 8:10 a.m. So every opportunity that's going to go into coffee and command, they're going to get a check. It's going to get a checklist to say to tune in at 8:10 a.m. for myself to see that they should be doing that. I can add more and click save. So now if I go back to listings, we can see coffee and command. If I can move over the very end here now. So once again, this is all going to be how you like to organize things. This is all changeable and all editable. Do we have any questions so far? Fun tip. If you're on a team, you can set a due date and assign to your admin buyer's agent. Good tip. I like that, Sam. Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. What a bad habit. All right, so if we don't have any other questions, I am going to say that this is to the extent of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be okay. So if you want to see any previous videos of Coffee and Command, there is a list that Samantha has inside of Select on Facebook, and then inside of Inglewood we have units, and you can check in the units. So every episode is going to be listed either in a Google Docs in Select on your Facebook, or it'll be inside the units section of the Inglewood Facebook. If you have any questions, go ahead and give me an email. I'm going to type in the chat box. 1 second. You can go ahead and send me an email. I'll be happy to send you a list of YouTube links that will put you also into the same area, but Sam already has that in a Google Doc through your Select Facebook page.
Can you show them real quick just how to move that opportunity to different?
Oh yeah, yeah. Good point. Good point. Okay, so now with that opportunity, so let's say I've moved from potential seller, and they're like, okay, let's keep going. We're not sure yet though, so I don't know why this doubled. This is odd. So I moved it into the nurture. I'm gonna move it over into watch one to, no, I'm not apparently. Give me 1 second. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry, guys. This is what live technology does. Come on. So in theory, it should be able to drag and drop into each of these as you go through the process. keeping you organized in your sales pipeline. Then you're going to switch over to appointment. And this is a different listing. So in my appointment, it says make an appointment. It's scheduled, and then a kept appointment. And then I move it into my active by dragging it in to active. Click on active. I can move it from pre-staging into staging, into showing, and then into offer. I don't know why I have legacy in here. Probably something I tested. So I'm going to go under contract now. Click on under contract. Here's my whip bolt 3. From escrow into inspections, into appraisals, financing, and then into clear to close. And then I'll move it into closed. And here's my closed. Okay. When you have a bunch of ops, does the box get smaller, or can you just have a list so you can see more of them? What happens is that the more opportunities that you have in here, a scroll list will appear and you can scroll through, or you can go back all the way to the beginning and click on all opportunities up here. And it's going to list every one of your opportunities, and you can scroll through. You can use the tags that you might have organized them by. You can filter them through what types. You can search by address in here as well. Yeah, so Leslie asked, are all those categories you're moving to ones you made yourself? Some of them that I did make myself, some of them were in there from before. I do change them because I have to teach the class, so I don't really remember what the original ones were anymore. If you haven't changed them before, those are the original things, and you can change them around or you can keep them as you want.
Blake,
Yeah.
I have a quick question here. Like, do you know anybody who exclusively uses this entire command system, and do they say that it just is like amazing and gets a lot easier, or what's the word on that?
There is some trepidation from moving over into all command, but I do see agents doing it, and like anything else, it's a learning process, but once they get the hang of it, they're like, oh, okay, I get it. It's like learning a smartphone. We all learned how to use a smartphone, and now we can't live without one.
Right.
That's how it kind of is. There are teams using it exclusively. Leslie says there are teams using it exclusively, and she's trolling them. Good idea. On YouTube, there's a lot of people who talk about using it, and they are really great to follow. Marty Miller, he is someone that I would follow for sure. I love his 66-day challenge. There's others that you can check out. There's not lists, but in Facebook, there's like KW Command group that you can be a part of. But I would be careful about Facebook groups because there's a lot of negativity in there, because when something doesn't work, you're going to hear the loudest voices speaking when things don't work and not when things are working. Ginny, are you still here with us? Ginny Vegas?
Yes, I am.
Did you switch totally over to command?
For the most part, yes.
And how's that going for you?
It's going good. I do have to set up my smart plans.
Okay.
I plan to do that this week.
Cool.
But everything else that I'm using, and to use the I don't know if it's called a lead accelerator, but when we do the Facebook post, that works fantastic.
Perfect.
I mean, you get really good leads. You get correct phone numbers, correct emails, and I've had a lot of good conversations with people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So does that answer your question, Kim?
It does. Thank you.
All right, guys. It is 8:27 a.m. If you want to head over to script practice with Pat and Susie, they will be there for you to learn the latest scripts for today's market. Samantha, do you have anything else to add for today?
Nope. I think that's it.
Perfect. Well, everybody have a great Monday. And we will see you tomorrow. Everybody have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.